Hello, my name is Valerie Jew. Welcome. It's wonderful to have you here with me today. Even though this particular time is away from each other, I still feel your energy, and I'm sure that you feel mine as well. Today is a Reiki practice. Reiki is R-E-I-K-I. This particular practice is done usually together, but it can be done at a distance as well. We're going to talk about positions, hand positions along the upper torso, and then toward the end, I'll offer you Reiki. Let's talk about our hands first. Here is this natural curve to our hand, which is perfect for our shoulders and even our head. You notice this slight area here, and you can see the extension of the fingers. If I flatten the hand, it really becomes sort of a muscle engagement, and the hands feel stiff to me, so allowing them again to be supple and soft. The first position is right here at our chest, about at the collarbones. I'm a little bit below. Lower the arms down, let the shoulders be soft and away from the ears. And at each hand position, let's close our eyes for just a moment. So we're not using the visual, but we're using the kinesthetic. Feel your hands along that area right by your collarbones. Notice whether they're warm or cool to the touch. Maybe even lower your chin just a little bit toward your hands. Notice where your breath is in your body. Perhaps you're still breathing through the end of your nose, or you feel a slight lift when your hands are here at your collarbones. A lift and a lowering, the inhale and the exhale. And now beginning to open your eyes, moving to the next position. Whenever we are offering ourselves Reiki, we're never sliding, but moving. So I'm moving my hands to my heart, placing one hand over the other. It doesn't matter if it's right hand over left or left hand over right. Again, my arms are right by my side. I have an openness to the front of my body and the back of my body. Again, closing your eyes, noticing your hands over your heart. Perhaps you feel a slowing to your breath, and you're noticing the rhythm of your breath. As we move our hands down the torso, we feel even more of the filling and the emptying of our chest. And now moving to the next placement, I'm going to bring my hands right to my solar plexus. This is my lower rib cage. And even though my elbows are out, I can allow the upper arms to be soft and let the hands again to be folded over the rib cage. Closing your eyes, feeling the right hand on the right rib cage, feeling your left hand on your left rib cage. And as you breathe in, maybe taking a little bit longer of an inhale to feel that filling of the lungs, the moving of your ribs, pausing at the top of the inhale and then releasing and exhaling, pausing at the end of the exhale. Let's do that one more time together. A nice longer inhale as if you're smelling a flower. Slight pause, exhale, and a pause. Our next hand position is the belly. So I move my hands down to my belly. At this height or at this area, I can actually allow my arms to rest now along my side body. Closing my eyes, noticing whether I have equal pressure under both hands or more under one than the other. Again, noting whether I feel the filling of my belly on the inhale and the release or the emptying of my belly on the exhale. Taking a few longer breaths here, long inhale, long exhale. Notice any softness in my face, any quieting to my mind. Noticing whether my breath has changed at all. And then our very last position is taking the hands right at the top where the thigh meets the hip, right at the lower part of my belly, letting the hands rest and cradle the belly. Closing our eyes. Those of you who may have digestive problems, you may want to place your hands on your belly after a meal or before a meal, just giving the belly some sense of nurture, warmth, or coolness, a sense of touch. And now you can go back to any one of those hand positions: collarbones, heart, solar plexus, lower rib cage, belly, or lower abdomen. I'm going to place my hands right on my upper thighs because now I'm going to offer you Reiki at any time you want to offer yourself Reiki in those hand positions that I've already presented. Feel free to do that. Close your eyes if it's available to you. If not, a simple gaze toward the floor is fine. I'm going to describe where I am. I'm standing behind you. I have one hand on your right shoulder and my left hand is on your left shoulder. Breathing normally, naturally, taking a nice inhale, releasing exhale. And then I'm going to move my hands to your shoulder blades. I have my right hand on your right shoulder blade, my left hand on your left shoulder blade. If you're seated, maybe notice where your legs are and how your feet are in contact with the floor. If there's any muscle engagement, begin to release that. And now moving my hands to your middle back. We had our hands on our rib cage in the front, so follow that around to the back, and now my right hand is on the lower part of your rib cage, and my left hand is on the lower part of your left rib cage. If you want to lower your head a little bit, go ahead and do that. Just feeling the quietness of your body. Even with external sounds, we can still stay present with what we're doing. And now imagine that you're wearing a belt, and I'm going to place my right hand right on the back side where the belt is, my left hand on the left side where your belt is. That is where the kidneys are located. And when we talk about Reiki, we might think about only the external body, but we can also talk about the internal body and how it's being treated. So right now, my hands are over your kidneys. Taking a moment here for yourself, noting any sensations. Feeling your head, your shoulders, your arms, the back body, the front body, your upper thighs, your knees, your calves, and your feet. And before we end today, either again with eyes closed or eyes open, let's go through those hand positions one more time. Upper chest or collarbones, heart, solar plexus or lower ribs, belly, and abdomen. When you feel ready, begin to open your eyes. I encourage you to practice these Reiki hand positions whenever you have time. You can watch the video as many times as you want and begin to memorize those hand positions and use them throughout the day. If you're standing in line at the bank, if you're standing in line at Trader Joe's, if you're waiting for your children and you're out in the car, just place your hands. You can even separate them, one on your hand and one on your belly. It's amazing how we can treat ourselves in very simple ways. Practice self-care whenever you can. As much as you give to yourself is as much you can give to others. Thank you and goodbye.